अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम
अस्सलाम
सलाम।
वालेकुम। कैसे हैं?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, Sheikh. How are you, Sheikh? अच्छा हूँ, Alhamdulillah.
Okay. So what to do? Let us start.
Yes, Sheikh.
Brother Adnan, you can start.
Okay, Sheikh, inshallah.
Okay.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. I would like to welcome all the participants for joining in for this live session. May the session be benefited for you. So giving a brief introduction about Aspire. This is Sheikh Abdus Salam al-Madani Hafidhahullah, who's the founder and director of Aspire College of Excellence, who believes in the unity of the Ummah according to the Quran and Sunnah. He also believes for the progress of the Ummah, it is equally responsible for men and women to be equally educated. This is Sheikh Wasiullah Abbas Madani Hafidhahullah, who is in the advisory board of Aspire. He's a Mufti Haram in Mecca and also a senior professor at Qura University of Mecca, who gives regular durus at Masjid al-Haram for the past 15 years, teaching tafsir, principles of tafsir, hadith, and principles of hadith to the doctorates and master students in Saudi Arabia. Aspire is privileged to have a person of such high caliber in Aspire. So the college provides BA and MA Islamic Studies, +2 a PUC course, and diploma in Islamic psychology, both in Chennai and Bangalore, which is accredited by the UGC. Aspire also provides online courses for students who are not able to come to college to have their education. And more than 500 students have enrolled themselves, which is under the supervision of Dr. Rida Al-Sayed, who is a professor at Al-Azhar University, which is in Egypt. It's one among the top colleges in the world. Inshallah, these will be the upcoming courses that we will be providing, which is beneficial for every student of knowledge. Alhamdulillah, more than 1,500 students have been benefited offline, and more than 25,000 students have been benefited online. Apart from that, the most important thing for a college is the approval of its students. So Alhamdulillah, more than 95% of students have approved of Aspire's teachings and their methodologies. Barakallahu feekum. So these are a few student feedbacks which you can have a look on YouTube and on Instagram. So as you can see, it provides an Islamic background, an Islamic environment for the development of the students Islamically also. Apart from that, Aspire also encourages in extracurricular activities and field trips for the well-being of the students. This brings in their creative skills as well as for their well-being. Students who studied at Aspire, they are now teachers and educators. They have moved for higher education at Medina University. They are entrepreneurs, working professionals, dais, social workers, and they are happy individuals. For online admissions, you can contact the given number, or you can go through that link to fill in the form. You can take a screenshot of this if it's useful for you. So about the speaker, Sheikh Abdus Salam al-Madani Hafidhahullah, who is the founder and director of Aspire College of Excellence, that is in Chennai and Bangalore. Sheikh Abdus Salam al-Madani is an Islamic scholar who graduated from the Islamic University of Medina, which is in Saudi Arabia. He has studied under many eminent and renowned scholars such as Sheikh Albani, Sheikh Ibn Baz, Sheikh Uthaymeen, and many more. He played a major role in many books published by Salam in Saudi Arabia. He was a regular khatib in Arabic at a mosque in Doha, Qatar for more than a decade. Sheikh was also part of a Fatwa committee based in Qatar before moving to India and establishing Aspire College of Excellence for Islamic Studies in Chennai and Bangalore. Sheikh is also a founding professor at Islamic University headed by Dr. Bilal Phillips. So it's an honor to have Sheikh with us to clear the doubts of the people. Inshallah, we'll start the session in a few more minutes, inshallah. So you can put in your questions. And a small request to the brothers and sisters here. If your question has not been answered, there might be two reasons. One is I might have missed that question in the chat, or your question might have already been answered in our previous sessions, such as the question of raising the hand in tashahud that has been answered already in our first session, if I'm not wrong. And questions as such were already been answered in the previous session. So we don't want to waste time because there are a lot of questions which have to be answered and we are short of time. So inshallah, we'll do our best to answer as much as possible.
Assalamu alaikum. I am available, brother. We can go ahead. Barakallahu feek.
Yes, Sheikh.
May Allah bless all of you. Jazakallah khair. May Allah make the matters easy. May Allah protect all of us from all the diseases from this coronavirus and other. May Allah accept our good deeds. Jazakumullah khair. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, Sheikh. So there is a repeated question. The first question is, for zakat, nisab should be based on gold or silver? It's a repeated question.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I have seen the people, they are making these questions and they are talking about why it is not from the silver. See here, yes, I know that some scholars they say from the silver, or many scholars they said from the silver, but majority of the scholars they adopted the opinion of it should be from the gold. So why we go for the gold? Many reasons. One of the reason is you know that all the world they issue the currency based on the gold, reserve gold, or based on the reserve silver. The currency right now which is issued in any country based on the gold reserve or the silver reserve. So currency is representing the gold or the silver. Huh?
No answer yet, Sheikh. No answer yet.
Yeah, it is representing the gold. If you recall in the 70s, in each and every note, there is a bank note, there is a cash, it's used to be written that whenever you bring it back to the Reserve Bank acknowledge that it will give you the gold equal to this note. So cash is basically based on the gold, brother. First thing. Second thing, zakat is on the rich people or the poor people. تؤخذ من أغنيائهم وترد إلى فقرائهم. It is in the hadith. Based on, you know, that hadith, it is taken from the rich people. If you see, right now, at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, gold and silver, it was equal. For example, 85 gram of the gold, it was equal to the 595 gram of the gold, silver. It was, that time it was equal. But right now, silver value has been changed a lot. So that is why right now we go for the gold. That is a person who has 85 gram of the gold can be considered as the rich, because 85 gram of the gold means around 4 lakhs. If you go for the 595 gram of the silver, that is around 35-40,000, just it. Do you think that a person who has the 40,000 is a rich person? What do you think? Especially in the metropolitan cities, if you go with the 5 people for a hotel for one dinner, it might be around 5 to 10,000. How do you consider it is If you go with the outing with your family, 20,000. How do you consider that that person is a rich person? So all these reasons, that is why we said that gold should be the that value of the cash from which the zakat should be given. If people want to give from the silver, most welcome. I don't object it. When the people ask me what is compulsory, minimum compulsory is the gold. No doubt about it. If you want to give without the nisab also, you give it. This is a sadaqah. So hopefully don't make the contradiction. Okay, you understand how the scholar is telling and what they are telling. Because it is the one third time the question came, I explain it. I can explain more also, but no need it. You join BA Islamic Studies, we'll explain more. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Go ahead.
Jazakallah khair. Sheikh, yesterday I received a question personally. So the person asked, is it permissible to take hemp seed protein powder, which contains a minimal amount of THC? It contains around 0.3% of THC. It is a chemical compound that makes you get high. Like when you have drugs, that chemical compound, it makes you get that high sensation. So is it permissible to consume it, even though you cannot get high when you consume that powder, but it contains that drug of 0.3%. So is it permissible to use that protein powder? I think it's for the bodybuilders.
Basically, yeah. This is harmful, and this is it is the drug. Do you mean drug means it is a haram drug?
Yes, Sheikh, they use it in marijuana and stuff. That's a chemical compound. It's a chemical compound actually.
Yeah. See here, when we say it is the drug, it should be in the drug, not it is mixed with the other powder, other halal thing, and it lost its originality. If it is lost its originality and it is a very low quantity, then it is allowed. Like alcohol in the medicine.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. So the next question is regarding the position of our finger during tashahhud. Some people they rotate their finger. Is it correct?
See here, uh, if you make the gesture is like this, it is allowed. Okay, or sometimes you move it up and down. That's okay. Rotation is there is no evidence for rotation. Movement is the rotation. Sometimes the Prophet ﷺ moved it little bit. That's okay. So whether you gesture, whether you raise, whether you move, it's okay. But rotation, there is no evidence for that. Wallahu alam.
Next question is person asks, what duas can be recited in ruku? So a few duas that can be recited in the ruku.
Yeah, you go for any dua book, you will get it. Subhana Rabbil Azim, Subbuhun Quddusun Rabbuna wa Rabbul Malaikatu wa Ruh. سبحانك اللهم ربنا وبحمدك اللهم اغفر لي اللهم اغفر لي ذنبي كله دقه وجله وأوله وآخره وسره وعلانيته. Similar duas, a lot of duas are there.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. So next question, do we have to give zakat for jewels that we wear daily?
I think I have explained. Once again, I will explain. There are two opinions of the scholars. Why there are two opinions? Because of the not clear ahadith, or the ahadith also has some two kind of understandings. One is it is the gold, or when you use it as the jewel, it become the jewelry like your clothes. If you consider, because still the form is changed, but it is in the form of the gold. So the scholar, Salafi scholar, Hanafi scholar, they say it is the gold, whether it is jewelry or not. So you have to pay the zakat for that. This is one opinion. Second opinion, they say no, there is no clear hadith that shows that you have to pay the zakah for the jewelry, and also clothes, cars, house, we don't pay the zakah. So this is also a part of the necessity of a woman to wear the jewelry little bits daily basis. So that is why there is no zakah. So it's the second opinion. If you want to take the both opinion, you want to follow the opinion of Hanafi scholar and the Salafi scholar, that is very safe side, and you will get the reward for that. Otherwise, if you want to, don't pay the zakah for any reason, That is up to you. It cannot be said it is 100% wrong. So go ahead.
Okay, Sheikh. Jazakallah khair. So next question is
But when you are telling jewelry, make sure that the jewelry which is frequently used, it is not that the outdated fashion you never use it and you keep it because you are waiting for the that the increase of the price of the gold. That it is not considered jewelry. Jewelry is which is used like the clothes, frequently used. Go ahead.
Jazakallah khair. So the next question is a question regarding e-codes, which is used in ingredients of foods. So a few products they have musbu e-codes, which can be either plant or from animal origin. So it is common in a lot of products like biscuits, chocolates, and stuff. So what should we do regarding that? But it shows a vegetarian symbol.
See here, E code is not halal, not haram. Basically, E code is representing the chemicals which is used in the food. So if it is an is Muslim country, the ingredients which is representing E codes is from halal. For example, oil. So if it is in the Muslim countries, it must be the from halal source. Gelatin, it should be the from halal source. If it is in the non-Islamic countries, the oil might be from the haram sources. Gelatin might be the from haram sources. Similar ways. So we cannot say that each and every country the same rule applies. So that is why I am not able to say that I have made the research of e-courts. Any country, if it is the Islamic country, it's halal. If it is the non-Islamic country, you avoid it. That is what can I say. But I cannot say haram because I am not sure about it. Okay.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. May Allah grant barakah in your knowledge. What is the quantity of food that we should give in order to feed the poor if we are not able to fast due to illness?
If you want to feed them, call them in the house, let them to eat full of the stomach one day, one meal. That's enough. If you want to give them, you can cook and can give. Or if you want to give the raw material, it is two muddain. Muddain means 1.5 kg rice, 1.5 kg wheat, or similar things for one day.
Jazakallah khair. So the next question is, I think brother has got confused with the method of suhoor. So he asks, can we fast voluntary fasting without suhoor? Some say that only obligatory fasting can be done without suhoor. How to convince them?
No, no, no. Convince. We don't want to convince anyone. We want to follow the deen. That's it. There is a hadith the Prophet ﷺ said, "Tasaharu fa inna fi suhuri baraka." Whenever you want to fast, you make suhoor. Suhoor is before the start of the fasting, we take some food. That is highly recommended. Especially, it should be the last time. Right now, the ruling for the obligatory and the non-obligatory fasting is same. Same. For example, I was not able to get up in the Sahri in the Ramzan after Fajr, and after time is over, Fajr Azan is being done, prayer is being called. That time I wake up. So I can continue without eating, without drinking, because eating and drinking in the Sahri is highly recommended, not part of the fasting. Similarly, in the Nafil prayers, Nafil fastings, you want to make Sahar, okay. You got up in the Fajr and you say, I want to make it fasting today, you can continue. It happens sometimes. The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, sometimes after the Fajr, he came to some of his wives. He asked whether do we have something to eat. They said no, we don't have today anything. So I said okay, if we don't have, we can fast today. So he made the that day fasting. So that is allowed. Okay.
Yes, yes. Next question is, for Zakatul Fitr, is it permitted to pay cash or only the staple food is supposed to be given?
It is not lawful and unlawful. It is what is better, sunnah. That's it. If you can give the food, that is the sunnah, that is the Prophet ﷺ he gave. If you want to give the cash, that's okay, no problem. But according to sunnah, what is more encouraged is to provide the food that day. Make sure that they should have the food on the day of Eid.
So the next question is, can a group of people collectively help a person in need using zakat money? That is buying an auto rickshaw for the needy, something like that.
Yes, 100% allowed.
So sister asked, my
One
aunt didn't
person
know.
can one
Sorry.
person can purchase the auto rickshaw from the zakah for a Muslim brother, and he's a poor, so he can stand by himself. He can survive. That one person can do that, or 2-3% can do that. No problem.
Question, Jazakallah khair. So the next question is, my aunt didn't know that the fasts that are missed should be compensated later. And as a result of it, she doesn't know how many fasts are pending. Should she fast or should she can give fidya?
First, she should try to fast, and it is easy. For example, right now she is 40 years old, so maturity age is 13 years. So 7 in 27 years. 27 years each month might be 5 to 7. 2027. So these are the basic fast. You can try to fast if it is possible. Otherwise, you know that otherwise if she is not able to fast, that time she is not able to fast, that time she can give up fidya. She has
Sheikh,
to
there's a
fast.
problem with the mic.
Uh, 1 second. 1 second. See here, if she can give the, that I told you, 27 years, she try to fast whatever the fastings are missing. If it is not possible, then she can give the fidya. First, she should try to fast. Go ahead.
Okay, Sheikh. So the next question is, while prostrating, my feet and knees are straight and fixed, but my body somehow gets tilted.
Once again, what is the question?
Okay, I think it's already been answered yesterday. That question has been answered. Can zakat be given to a non-Muslim? That has also been answered. Is there any standard for meher which we have to give to the bride in marriage?
Standard is only just it should be valuable. Some scholar they try
Uh,
to make
Sheikh,
the value
sorry, there's a problem with the mic. Sheikh.
mic
We're getting
problem.
a sound. Yeah, because of the mic and speaker. Because of the mic and speaker, we're getting a sound. So
One
your voice
second.
is breaking.
We are setting. Can you hear me, brother?
Yes, Sheikh. Alhamdulillah.
Is it clear right now?
Yes, Sheikh. Alhamdulillah.
Okay. So what is the question?
Is there any standard for giving meher
Yeah,
to the bride?
some scholar they try to mention minimum amount, which is not proof from authentic hadith. According to the Quran, then whatever you like, you can give. When ataytu mehdauna qintaran. So it should be valuable, and then there is no limit for the maximum. Okay, valuable means which is considered as the value. Okay, so it can be given in any form: gold, silver, cash, properties, anything. That's okay. Okay, brother.
Okay, Sheikh. Next question. My friend eats suhoor 5 minutes after the time of suhoor is over. Are their fasts valid?
No, no. If he is doing intentionally or with the knowledge, then it is not valid. Because when the time is over, which is decided in form, then khalas. Even after 1 minute, it is not allowed. When the time is over, over, finish.
Okay.
After that, nobody should eat it.
Jazakallah khair. Next question. Does Etikaf start on 20th night or 21st night? If Ramadan ends on 29th, last 10 nights will be from 20th night. That's a question. Sheikh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Did you get the question, Sheikh?
Yeah, I got the question.
Okay, Sheikh.
I got the question.
Jazakallah.
See here, basically the people they make the mistake because of counting. Islamically, the day starts from the Maghrib, not from the Fajr, or not from the 12 o'clock in the night. Okay, so today when the sun sets, it means that today's date is over. This is right now we are in Sunday, isn't it? According to Islamic, from the Maghrib, Monday starts. So today, if it is the 20th Ramzan, so Maghrib is the 21st Ramzan. So this is the way Etikaf starts. So when before the Maghrib, you start Etikaf. Okay.
Okay. Jazakallah. Next
Uh,
question is it's impossible to do some businesses without being corrupt, even in Islamic nations. How should a Muslim deal with it? One doesn't take it, but he pays it to run his business.
Paying is it is a compulsion because you have been forced to do that. For example, I need the electricity in my house, license for my car. So I have to pay because this is my necessity. So I'm not doing injustice. They are doing the injustice because they are charging me more. So to protect my rights, it's okay. So there is no harm in that. But we will be rewarded for that because we are facing the injustice. But we should not do something to get the haram things or to get the illegal way work to be done. So that we should avoid it.
So the next question is I heard from a Hazrat that reading Surah Ikhlas 300 times, Allah will forgive 50 years of sins and 1 lakh angels will be with us after our death. And Allah gives 20 palaces in Jannah. Is it authentic?
No, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never used these details in giving the reward. Just one time, one, two things he mentioned. That's it. About the Suratul Ikhlas, the authentic hadith is that ta'adilu thuluth al-Quran. It is equal to the one third of the Quran. In the ajr, in the meanings, the scholar they try to explain it. But the way that the Hazrat says, there is no authentic, not authentic Allah. It is fabricated things.
Jazakallah khair. So the next question is can we spend our money to feed the people through a non-Muslim organization, or is there more reward to feed only Muslims than feeding all irrespective of any religion, especially in Ramadan?
For zakat, you have to pay only Muslims because zakat is taken from the Muslims and given back to the Muslims. As the sadaqah charity, you can do any needy person. There is no problem in that. But always there is a good people who are not asking the money. There is a bad people. For example, a person who is a very righteous person, he does not harm the people. He is in need of the money. Another person is a drinker, a smoker, cheater. So there are two types of the people in front of you. So rationally, you be good with those people who are good. It's useful for the community, useful for the society, useful for the country. So you prefer these people. I don't say that don't be good with other people. I am telling just prefer. So that is what that there's a ruling of the Sharia.
Next question is a woman who does complete niqab and hijab, can she cut her hair?
Yeah, cutting hair is allowed. Uh, Whether it is you are that in any age, uh, whatever it is comfortable to you and you see you feel that it is beauty for you, so you can go for that cutting the hair. Long hair was a tradition, but cutting the hair that small or the longer, whatever it is shape, that's allowed because it is a part of the beauty development, beauty standards. That's okay. There is no hadith it shows that the women should not cut their hair.
The next question is can we use zakat money for the current situation of COVID to help supplying oxygen cylinders to the needy?
Make sure that it should be a needy person, and second, make sure that he really want that thing. He's not in the cylinder, then you are giving the cylinder like we are giving the clothes while the people are in the need of the medicine. What is happening? That is why Basically, we have to give the cash because it is the rights of the poor. It is not about money. They should spend as they like. First principle. But in the certain situation, for example, you know that he is a poor person, he needs the cylinder, then you provide the cylinder from the zakat money, it is allowed. But in normal situation, it is not allowed.
Next question is it okay to spend the last 10 nights of Ramadan where ladies of few families come together and stay from Isha till Fajr in a madrasa doing worship? Or is it considered as bid'ah and not in the manhaj?
No, bida is when you say something sunnah or you do that because it is better than the what is legislated by the Prophet Sallallahu. This is a kind of practice and supporting each other. Just you know that if we are alone, it is difficult to make dua or too difficult to worship. Let us one place. So make sure that there should not be disturbance, and you should not consider this as the sunnah. Just it is a support, then it's okay.
Jazakallah khair. The next question is it allowed for a woman who is in idda due to the death of her husband wear new clothes for Eid? If so, is it compulsory?
What? What?
Is it allowed for a woman who is in idda due to the death of her husband wear new clothes for Eid?
No, not new clothes. Good clothes, okay. Normal clothes because she should avoid all the beauty during the Idda period, all the adornments.
The next
Okay.
question is it allowed for a young boy to lead the obligatory salah? I think small young children, can they lead the obligatory prayer? I think that's what he wants to ask.
See here. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says clearly when there are the people man ya ummukuma aqra'ukuma Quran, and the one who memorizes the more Quran he should lead. If they are equal in the memorization, then the person who knows the the hadith more. If they are equal, then the person who is uh, aged than the other people. This is the standard the Prophet made. So that is why obligatory prayer. If there are the other people who can recite the Quran, read the Quran, then it is always highly recommended that the aged adult people they should lead the prayer, obligatory prayer. In the Sunnah and the Nafil prayer, the children can lead the prayer. That's okay. But in the obligatory prayer, we prefer that aged people who are able to recite the Quran, they should lead the prayer. And they are not able to lead, that time the only a child is there and he memorizes the good Quran, then it's okay.
Um,
Okay, go ahead.
Next question is what is the discipline of the Quran? What I meant that some of them said that Quran is supposed to be placed only in the palm of the hands while keeping on lap also. I think the Mus'haf.
See here, all these things based on the culture. The purpose is that the Quran should be respected. How it should be respected? It is based on the culture. For example, in India, if you put the Quran on your lap or on the that on the masjid area where you are reciting, the people they consider this as the that disrespect of the Quran. But if you go to the Arab countries, it is normal for them to keep the Quran in their pockets and keep the Quran in their cars and keep the Quran on their lap because the recitation is more, not keeping the Musaf. So even in the masjid, they can recite the Quran and they put on the ground and they stand to perform some sunnah prayer because they don't consider this it is that disrespect. So whatever the culture gives the that information that is the respect, you follow it. If you consider it putting the ground, it is not disrespect for the Quran, that's okay. But in India, it is considered as the disrespect. So always keep it in the high position, high level tables. So that's okay. Even if you are reciting, you keep it that on your chest, on your stomach, nearby that area, it's okay.
Next question is can we read only Quranic duas or also Masnoon duas and duas in our own language in Ruku?
No, ruku is not for the dua. Sajda is for the dua. Ruku is generally zikr. Fa'azimu rabbakum. In the ruku, the Prophet ordered us to make the dua in the sajda. So you can make in your own language, no problem. Quranic dua, Masnoon dua, your own language dua, all is possible in the sajda.
So the next question is a hadith of Sahih Bukhari 2022, where Ibn Abbas he added that search for it on the 24th of Ramadan, that is for the Laylatul Qadr. Explain this hadith, please.
See here, there is a lot of ahadith. Some ahadith they mention 3 days, some ahadith they mention 2 days, some ahadith they say that the Laylatul Qadr is in the 27th of the Ramzan. So there are a lot of ahadith, but we cannot take the ruling from one hadith. So you collect all the ahadith which is about the Laylatul Qadr, then you come to know that the Prophet ﷺ ordered the people to search the Laylatul Qadr in the 10th days of the uh, last 10 days of the Ramadan. Or the another step is 5 odd nights of the Laylatul Qadr. Iltamisuha fil ashri lawaqid. One hadith says 10 days of the last nights. And one hadith is that fi vitri minha. And vitri means odd nights of the Ramzan. That's okay. You don't take one hadith, you ask me to explain. Yes, this is Ibn Abbas said yes. But if you go to the Abu Sa'id al Khudri, the other hadith, they say the Laylatul Qadr is on the 27th. But you take it all these hadiths, so you can understand properly. Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
then Allah grant barakah your knowledge. Next question is it allowed in Islam to use the word Taraweeh?
Yes, 100% allowed. What is wrong in that? Nothing wrong. Ravi means taking the rest. Why this name came? Because the people they used to recite a lot of Quran. So after each four rakah, they used to take some rest. Then they continue for the four rakah. So it's a long prayers, long recitation. They take some rest. So because in the Fajr, in the Zohar, in the Asr, in the Maghrib, in the Salatul Istisqa, in the Salatul Duha Chash, there was no rest between the prayers. So the name came from this rest. So that is the Taraweeh.
Uh, Sister asks the question. My brother is dependent on my mom's pension. He has family and children, but he doesn't own. I think he doesn't work. He is now forcing my mom to give him pension. If she resists, he is emotionally hurting her.
Mm. So it is smart brother, huh? It is haram. It is haram. Not working is haram. Asking the money is haram. Forcing the mother is haram. Disturbing the mother is haram. Emotionally hijacking is haram. So he is living completely in haram situation. How Allah will bless him and how he will get the blessings in his family. Subhanallah, that is not a question. One family. This is I see that generally it is happening. The children are emotionally hijacking the parents for their money, for their properties. It is haram. Allah will not bless you even if you take their money, their properties. Subhanallah. And it happens if there is a brothers and the sisters, because in Indian culture, the mothers after the death of their husbands, that is the fathers, they don't want to stay with the daughters, so they stay with the brothers. So brother they hijack the mothers. They say the daughter should not come. You should not give the money. This house is for me because I am serving you. It is haram, brother. All these things. If you are serving the mother, this is duty. As for the property, this is all they have the rights. So I know that this kind of the situations are there, but all this is haram. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I think it's a repeated question. Should a pregnant woman give fidya for her missing fast and then keep it back after she's fine? Or is it fidya enough even though she is young, healthy person?
No, fidya is not enough. She should make the miss fast. She should make the miss fast. That is compulsory. Fidya is honorary. If she want to give, it's okay. Otherwise, not compulsory.
Okay. So the next question is can we pray Jummah namaz at home due to lockdown? What is the
No.
way to pray? What is the condition? We have a group of people staying in the apartment. Can we get together and pray Jummah?
Lockdown means you don't meet. How do you, all of you, that combine and gather? No, lockdown houses is not the proper place for the Juma. Juma should be in the proper masjid. So also even in lockdown, please don't try to meet and to mix and to gather, because that some people are carrying the disease or the bacteria, but their immunity power make them not to become sick. But when they meet the other people, they pass the bacteria. The other people are the other people's immunity is weak, so they become sick. So avoid it.
Sheikh, next question is reading the Quran in English and completing it. Sorry, just a second. Does reading the Quran in English translation count as completing the Quran? The language where the Quran was revealed was in an Arab country, so it was in Arabic, but we are not in Arabic country.
You learn English, huh? You are not in English country, isn't it? Huh? You adapt the English culture, and you are not in the English culture. You adapted the English technology. You are not in the English country. All these things, excuses, lame excuses. Anyway, recitation of the Quran is only in Arabic, not in English at all, not in Telugu. Never. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen is the Quran. Praise be to Allah is not Quran. Praise be to Allah. सब तमाम तारीफें अल्लाह के लिए है. All these things are giving you the meaning, not even that exact meaning. It is a kind of understanding, explanation. That's it. So Quran is always Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. This is the Quran. You want to know what Allah says, you read the meaning and translation. That's okay. You will be rewarded for reading the translation of the Quran because you are spending the time to learn what is in the Quran. Yes, but you will not get the reward of recitation unless you should recite Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen as it is recited by the Prophet. Okay, go ahead.
I think someone is pinpointing on at Aspire. So they ask, is it permissible for a woman to speak on social media? As few months back, I came across Aspirant talks where the students share their experience at Aspire with complete hijab and niqab.
Uh, See here, one sentence, two sentence has a different ruling, and talking the giving the speeches and that talking details. This is another thing. So one two sentence has a totally different ruling. So you don't compare what we are telling. We don't allow the women to be on the social media to talk, to give the lectures, to be contact. We don't allow it. What is there in the aspire is might be you say right and wrong. That is another matter. But it is not similar to what we said. Okay, go ahead.
Jazakallah khair. So the next question is: can we accept gifts from politicians given during election campaigns?
Uh, See here, as the gift you can accept it, but you should not change your opinion, and you should not cheat the community because of that money. That means a bad person is giving the money or giving the vote to that bad person. No, he's giving the gift. You take the gift, but your vote should be a value. Only it should go to the good person. First point. Second point, if you feel that this money is haram and they are not earning from the halal way, avoid it. But we cannot say that it is haram because it is a kind of gift and support for the community. They want to, that impress the people. That's okay. If somebody want to take it, no problem.
Can etikaf be done multiple times in one Ramadan?
How? 30
I think
days?
I think
Multi-
starting and then in the middle,
yeah, yeah,
something like that. I think.
yeah. They want to do it 30 days. Okay, no problem. They want to do it 2 days. That's okay, no problem. But Sunnah is 10 days. So they want more or less, or in Ramzan, even in after Ramzan, no problem. For example, Ramzan is over and you want to make the itikaf 2 3 days in the masjid only, that's okay, allowed.
No, Sheikh. I think he means to ask that can be done multiple times in one Ramadan. Like I think starting first 2 days and then in the middle 2 days, at the end 2 days, something like that. I think. I think that's
It's
what he
okay, okay,
means.
okay, no problem. It is allowed.
Um, so regarding the color of hair, so can we color our hair other than black or hair with
Yes,
the non-black color?
yes, yes. Black should be avoided because Jannibu Sawa, that is in the Hadith, the Prophet ﷺ ask the people to avoid the black color. Other than the black color, you can use any colors, no problem. Allowed.
Okay. So brother asks, can we pray Eid Salah with Eid Khutbah this year
If the
at
government,
home?
if the government allows, okay. In the home, Eid prayer, Juma prayer, Istisqa prayer, it is not individual prayers, it is the community prayers. So if the people are not there, all the people, then there is no Eid prayer. If you want to make it, it is the Sunnah prayer, that's okay. You understand? If you want to play, it's okay. But it is not considered as the Eid prayer. Eid prayer is basically with the Jama, with the group of the people. But individually, the scholar allowed to perform the Eid prayer also, because when you miss Nafil prayer, you can perform it. So Eid prayer is okay, allowed. But Juma, they did not allow it.
So sister asks, um, is it okay to read Quran on the phone while menstruating?
Yes, allowed.
Okay.
Yes, allowed.
Okay, sister asks, if a revered brother's parents who are non-Muslims tell him to get chicken, however, there are no Muslim shops in that area, can he go to a shop of a non-Muslim and do zubah and then give them for cleaning and take home
Yes,
to eat? Is it halal?
yes, yes. It is halal. Yes,
Okay.
as long as you slaughtered it, that is halal. Khalas.
Okay, regarding dua and sajda, it has already been answered. Um, what is the condition for a person who leaves the Eid Salah?
Nothing. The prayer, the condition of a normal prayer, he should, in the tahara, salah, direction of the qibla. That's the same conditions.
Okay. The next question is, it's a personal question. When wife doesn't obey a husband and disrespect, what to do?
And this is a question from the husband or from the wife?
I think it's from a husband.
uh, See here, first of all, you decide what is the disrespect or disobedience. It is not that she is like a machine. Turn off the button, turn on the button, and turn off the button. It is not that way. So you decide where is the that obedience and the disobedience. Then we can discuss whether she is disobeying or not. So what is the duties she gets as the wife? Because for example, I am right now not married, so there is no responsibility of me on any girl. Tomorrow I got married to a girl, so I become the husband. So there are some duties on me as the husband. If I don't do those duties, then I am making the mistake. Similarly, she become my wife. She has some duties as the wife. If she does not do those duties, then she is disobedient. If she is doing the duties, and then many things she might be objecting you or not accepting, then it is not disobedience. So first of all, you decide. I am 100% sure most of you people are confused in this matter. Where is the duties of the husband? Where are the duties of the wife? So only in the duties they are disobedience. Other than the duties, it is the matter of acceptable, non-acceptable, advisable, non-advisable. Hopefully, I am clear.
Jazakallah khair.
Hmm.
While discussing this topic, Sheikh, we often get a question from the ladies that always in our lectures, the ulama ask the women to be good to their husbands, so on and so forth. But why don't they give any advice to the husbands? Is their question often. So your advice to the
How
husbands of
was
how to treat.
so? Right now, see here. You don't generalize the ruling in Indian. That system. Uh, that culture has the influence in the Indian system. Right now, I don't know, but till my age and till my generation, always the husband, their duty is to earn the money, to bring the money, to provide the facilities to the woman, that is the food, clothes, house. 99% till my generation, they took this job very seriously. They tried their best to provide these things. If you ask your fathers and your mothers, you will feel. So when the job is 100% is done according to the culture, the husband is providing the food and the clothes and the housing and the necessities, and then still there is a fight. So what does it mean? It means that the problem is from the women's side. Why from the women's side? Because of a lot of cultural issues are there in India. So that is why the Maulanas, they started targeting the women. Please be kind, be good, follow. This is the way it was the culture till my generation. But I am 100% sure that right now the culture is changed. So Maulana should change, but that Maulana did not change because of many reasons. But you see my post. I wrote a lot of posts in my Facebook. In that I don't do injustice with anyone. Also, right now I gave the answer, and that is also it is not injustice with the females and the males, because I balance it according to the situation, and I understand the deen also. Okay, sisters, hopefully you understood what I am telling you. So it is not the husband should do that. Husband should be advised, and not the wife should be advised. So both should be advised, and both should know where are the limits. And the husband, they want that the blind obedience from the wives, it is not going to happen. It might be happen in your father's time, but right now it is not going to happen. Women become independent, knowledgeable, awareness, society is supporting them, women empowerment, many things it came. So women knows their limitations. The husband, they must also know the limitations. So if you know your limitations and sincerely implement it, and the wives, they know their limitations, they implement, then we can continue the proper happy life, which is not happening 90% in our culture right now. May Allah protect us. Okay, go ahead.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. May Allah grant barakah in your knowledge. May Allah reward you. So the next question is, can we give zakat money to an old widow who work as a cook to clear her interest-based loan, which she took in dire need to pay security deposit to rent a home? She told this is the first time she took an interest-based loan and will never do it again in future. So can
Yeah.
zakat be given for that?
Yes, yes, I can give her the zakah.
Okay. So brother asked about dyeing our hair black. So that has already been answered previously. And uh, the ruling of taking steam while fasting, it has been answered in our previous two sessions.
And one second. Might be these people are new people. So dyeing the hair is allowed, but other than the black, taking the steam is also allowed during the fasting, because steam is not going in your stomach. Steam is going in your lungs. Eating and drinking is haram. That is what we said. Okay.
So the next question is, if a person has sinus, can he do tayammum for Fajr prayer because ablution makes him or her get severe headaches and sinus pain?
Yeah. If it is harmful or difficult to bear, then you can go do the tayammum, no problem. Or if you use the hot water, if you can use the hot water, don't go for the tayammum. Otherwise, even the hot water may cause you harm. Then you can go for tayammum.
Sister asks, can I give my teddy bears names and cuddle as a, I don't know what that is, and cuddle. Okay. Give teddy bears names and cuddle. I think
Names
my
is,
sleeping.
yeah, you can do that, but addiction might be, that it is psychologically, it will harm you in the long term. So for the ruling, you say your teddy bear is, for example, you give the name of teddy bear, sweetie, or something like that, similar names. Then you use it, okay, cuddle it like the, this is my sweetie, my moon. That's okay. But right now, what I'm looking and what I'm feeling, the Western people, they fight the nature. They don't follow the religion. That is why they don't have the guidance of the God. So all the women, all the males, I will see that they are attached to the dogs. They are attached to the teddy bears. Basically, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala make them mature and they can have their own children. So instead of having the children, they are cuddling and they are giving the names and all the facilities and all the actions they are doing with the teddy bears and the dogs. So because there's a naturally they want someone to raise and to give their love and affection, women and the male also. So instead of that, they are going for the marriages and raising the children, because it's the responsibility they are doing with the dogs and the kittens and the teddy bears, uh, which is a kind of, that it is not haram, but the initial job should be done. That is highly recommended. Okay.
The next question is it allowed for a woman with long hair while making wudu just wipe her head once, that is from the front to the back, and avoid from back to front? Please clarify.
It's okay, allowed.
Okay, a sister, she asks about the gold scheme that she asked yesterday, that paying monthly paying an amount. So she says that what to do if a person has that scheme running? Should that person wait for the scheme to end or stop it in between?
She can stop in between. There is no harm in that. They can, whatever you have paid, ask them to give the gold. They are not going to give the cash at all. 100%.
Okay. Okay, Jazakallah khair. So the next one is when to say inshallah. For duas, we generally say Ameen. So when to say inshallah? Can we say inshallah for duas?
No, no. Dua is only Amin. Amin means, oh Allah accept. Inshallah means if Allah wants, I will do. So whenever you promise the people for the future things, that time you say Inshallah for any future thing.
Okay. So the next question is I have heard that dua in sajda for first prayer should be only from Quran and Hadith and not in any other language. Please clarify. It's a repeated
Uh,
question.
no, no, I know that first prayer, dua. Yes, first prayer is a very serious prayer, obedience of Allah. So it is better to be in the Arabic language or the Quran and the Sunnah duas. But some scholars they say that as long as the Prophet allowed it and he did not say further than the nafil, then you can do that. Anyway, first prayer should be more important than the nafil. So that is why always I used to say that in the sunnah and the nafil prayer you can make the dua. I did not mention the first. So it is better, but you cannot say that if the somebody does the dua in his language or other than the Quran and the sunnah, it is wrong. We cannot say. We can say that avoid it. That's it.
Okay. So it's a follow-up question regarding dyeing of hair. So someone says, Sheikh, you said regarding hair color other than black, any color. Some people put sky blue color, purple color, etc. Are those color also allowed? And some hair color are synthetic. The water doesn't reach the hair in wudu.
Yeah. If the water does not reach to the hair, then it is not allowed. Whether it is the hair color or the henna designs. You put the henna and it has the lates, plastic lates, so it prevents the water from touching the hand, then wuzu is not valid and the ghusl is not valid. So that is another matter. As for the purple color and the other color, whatever the color is acceptable in the society, that is allowed.
Okay, next question is some men memorize some verses from the Quran and give it as meher to the bride. Please give your opinion.
No, not allowed. Mahar should be physical, material, valuable. Some sheep, gold, silver, clothes, properties. Uh, so not that something that Quran or something which it is not material, it should not be given. Not should be not allowed.
A sister asks, they say we should pray our salah not in loud sound, not low, but in a moderate way. But I don't know in which moderate way I should pray.
That means when you recite the Quran, you should listen yourself. That's it. If there is no non-mahrams, if you are with your children, with your brothers, with your parents, recite in the way that you listen the Quran. Not that you have to make the people to listen the Quran. That is the moderate way.
So I think we have three repeated questions. One is, can etikaf be done at home?
No,
Can zakat money be given as provision for the poor because of the COVID crisis? Will providing provisions for 20 to 30 families count as zakat?
whether they need it or not. Basically, we have to give them the cash. Basically, but in COVID situation, if you are 100% sure that they are in need of the food more than the anything, that you can give that it from the zakat, no problem.
Okay. What is it okay to read the Quran in hand or not okay to read while menstruating?
Yeah, you can read the Quran with the mobile or with the memorization Touching the Quran is not allowed during the impurity, menstruation, and other things.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. What are the rulings for doing itikaf?
It is the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If somebody does it, okay, he will be rewarded for that.
I think they mean how should they do? I think that's what they mean.
How should means, that they can do the etikaf 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I told you, but they want to make the sunnah etikaf. The Prophet sallallahu used to do the etikaf 10 days, last 10 days before the Maghrib time of the 21st. When the 20th roza is there, fasting is there, before the Maghrib, you go to the masjid and stay in the seclusion in the masjid and spend all the 10 days in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not going out of the masjid. That is the itikaf.
Sheikh, a few people they do their business and stuff from the masjid during itikaf. So will that be?
No, not allowed.
Yes.
Not allowed. Itikaf means luzum al masjid li ibadatillahi azza wa jal. You are staying in the masjid to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you are doing the itikaf outside the masjid,
Sheikh, we lost you because of the signal. Sheikh, are you there? I think there is some issue with Sheikh's network. I request the participants to hold on for a few minutes.
Just 1 second, Adnan.
Yeah, sure, sir.
yeah, tell me. So we were talking about the itikaf. And during the itikaf, they should not be busy with the business, with the internet, worldly matters, because the itikaf is they should stay in the masjid to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to be busy with the worldly matters.
So next question: can we give zakat to a non-Muslim? It's a repeated question.
No, we can't give the zakat to the non-Muslims.
Okay. Can we consider the moon of Saudi Arabia for the last 10 nights of Ibadah?
No, as long as you are in following their, the local moon set, you follow with them.
Okay. So brother asks two questions. So first is, what is the procedure for selecting a girl for marriage?
Procedure: you approach to the guardian of the girl directly or indirectly and tell them that I am interested to get married. Then if he accepts, then the other, that procedure of the Islamic marriage, it goes two witnesses, and then approval of the girl, and acceptance of the boy, and the mahar, and that public. This is the way it goes. First you have to approach to the guardian of the girl directly or indirectly. Means directly means you can approach that I want to marry your daughter, your sister, or you can ask your father, brother, friends to approach them. This is the way it happens.
I think that was the second question they asked, because a lot of events which drain their pocket. So they asked for the procedure to get married. So the first question was procedure for selecting the girl, like choosing a girl for marriage. What is the procedure?
The
Like,
Prophet ﷺ said,
yes.
Deenun wa khuluq, religiousness and the akhlaq. This is the important criteria in Islam, and for the happy life also. A girl is religious means she fears Allah. Akhlaq means she knows how to deal with the people. Good akhlaq, good behavior, nice characters. This is the two characters. But if you want the other criteria, beauty and position, status, all those things. It is up to you. You can uh, make that conditions for you, or you can ignore it, whatever you like it. Fankihu ma taaba lakum minan nisa, fankihu ma taaba lakum. You get married whom you like, so whatever you like. But if you want the deen prefer, Islam give you the guidance that if the girl is religious and good akhlaq, then it is better. This is for the boys also.
So the next question is usage of credit card permitted if you are paying the money on time without any interest involved?
You should not involve in something haram and then you say that I will keep in the borders of the halal. Not possible. So unless it is not dire necessity, that is compulsory, then you don't carry the credit cards.
Okay. So next question, I think the brother who asked regarding his wife being disrespectful. May Allah make things easy for him. May Allah bring unity between him and his wife. So he asks, I want to know about divorce procedure. Please help. Apart from meher, what else I should give her?
Nothing. You give the mahar and you give the expenditure of the waiting period, that is housing and the clothing, and you in front of the witnesses you announce that I am divorcing her. That is khalas, matter is over. But before that, take time, sit down with the wise people, sit down with the religious scholars, so they can solve the matter. Allah make it easy.
I mean, Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Can women use false lashes and lenses of different colors?
Yeah, they
Eyelashes.
can use it. Yeah, it's okay, allowed, because it is part of the beauty. But there should be some limitations. The women always go beyond the limitations. Always they are 24 hours they are busy in the beauty. Huh? No, 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 no. Make it the limitations, but it's okay.
Jazakallah khair. I think a question from a non-Muslim brother. Does Islam permit you to demolish places of worship of other faiths?
No, no, Islam does not allow, and the Muslim 99% they did not do that. What the media is telling, what they are telling is wrong. They didn't do that, Muslims. And sometimes the kings do that not because of the religious purpose, the political purpose. For example, you know that when there is a fight, so hundreds of the soldiers are there. They took the refuge in some places of the worship. So that time they wanted to, like that it happened in the 1983 or 84 in the Punjab. So Indira Gandhi and the Indian army they attacked the for what? Religious purpose? No, because the militants they took the shelter there and they collected and arms they kept there. So it happens so that lot of Muslim places also when the government when they is doing the job ruling, so the government they want the law and order. So whether it is the Muslims or the non-Muslims, they want the law and order. So if the Muslims are rebelling against the non-Muslim government and they are taking the shelter in the dargah in the masjid, they demolish it. Similarly, it happens sometimes in the non-Muslim Muslim rule with the non-Muslims. That's normal. It happens, but religiously we don't allow. It is haram, not allowed. That is why 100 years the case was there, Babari Masjid. They did not prove that the Muslims they demolished the any temple. They did not prove it. They tried 30 years. They made all types of the research. They did not prove it. But at the end, the government gave them, telling that they are claiming it is our faith. But even the faith they cannot prove. So, brothers, whoever is there, Muslims or the non-Muslim, my message is that Islam does not allow to demolish anyone's worship, anyone the place of the worship or anyone's house, and does not allow to take the property of anyone's. Let the matter up for the religious purpose. Does not allow. If something you read, 99% it is wrong, 1% it happened due to the political reasons, not for the religious reasons. Hopefully, I'm clear. I can prove if somebody challenge.
Barakallah feekum, Sheikh. May
Okay.
Allah grant barakah in knowledge. So the next
Amin,
question
amin.
is it allowed to watch movies like Umar ibn al-Khattab? I think it's a new series, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Is it allowed to watch the movies? So what he asks.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
Muslims should be serious, not that addicted to the entertainment. What is the difference in the Hollywood, Bollywood film and the Umar ibn Khattab film? Little bit, that the simple hijab, huh? Otherwise, little bit love, affection, beautiful girls, action, romance, all those things.
Sheikh, we lost you again. The video is stuck. Okay, I request the brothers and sisters to hold on for a few more minutes. I think there's some issue with Sheikh's Wi-Fi. Bear with us for 2 to 3 minutes, inshallah. I think Sheikh will be back with us soon. Jazakallah khair.
Sorry for this problem.
Yeah,
Network
no issues, no
problem.
issues.
Network
It's
problem.
unfortunate.
So what we were discussing?
Regarding the movies,
Yeah. See
watching
here, the
Ramadan
movies
Fatar.
we don't allow Umar bin Khattab or Imam Bukhari or someone's movies. See Hollywood, Bollywood films. There is a women are there, music is there, and the actings are there. Similarly, we are making it little bit, that hijab. But otherwise, the attractive girls, attractive boys, and acting, all these things are there. So it is entertainment based. We cannot raise a serious generation on the movies. So they should do something, that halal things, exercise, games, something. But movies, that is a waste of the time. We don't allow, even it is the Umar ibn al-Khattab or the Prophet Musa, whatever it is. No, we don't allow. It is a waste of the time. Our generation should be busy in the serious things. If they want entertainment, there is a lot of entertainment which make them strong and develop their abilities. Okay, go ahead.
So, next question is: we should ask dua only in any one prostration, or we can make the dua in all the sujuds of all the rakats?
No, it is option. Whenever you want, you can do. When you do the dua in the sujood, then Allah will accept it also. So not compulsory to make the dua. Make the tasbih and a zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes you want to make the dua, you can do the dua, no problem. Not
I think that.
compulsory.
Yes, Jazakallah khair. The next question of reading Quran from the Musaf as well as from the Tafsir, because others completing by Quran. I think regarding the translation compared to reading in Arabic, I think that has already been answered. So, like moving on. So, the brother who was asking about that woman speaking in social media, he asks that is it allowed for a woman to speak on social media for 1 or 2 minutes, like
That
preaching in 1 or 2 minutes?
you block this brother. This brother is, that he does not want to learn. You block this brother. It
Okay,
is
Sheikh.
not that way that is this, that you always you stuck something. It is,
Yes.
that whether they want to tap me or they waste the time or they want to, that
True.
humiliate us. You block this brother. This is not akhlaq of a Muslim. You want to learn. That's it. Finish.
Jazakallah khair for your advice, Sheikh. I request the brother to avoid putting forth such questions. So the next question is it permissible in Islam for abortion in the initial months if a woman feels weak to deliver the baby?
No, abortion is allowed only when there is a threat for the life. Otherwise, not allowed. Difficulties is there. That is where Allah will reward you.
Okay. So the next question: if a person is sick and needs to do ghusl, but that person is sick and that person pray by just doing tayammum.
Once again.
If a person is sick and he needs to do ghusl, can he pray by just doing tayammum?
Yes. See here. Tayammum is the replacement of the ghusl. When you don't get the water, or if you use the water, even in the hot water, it is harmful for your body. That is a threat for your life. That time you use the tayammum. When you do the tayammum, you can do each and everything that is allowed due to the ghusl.
Jazakallah khair. So sister asks, can masa of the head in wudu be done while wearing the scarf?
No, no. You have to make the masa, remove your scarf.
Okay, a sister asks, girl was advised by the doctor to abort her child during pregnancy at 6th month due to some severe mental illness of the child. Is it permissible to do that?
No, no, not permissible.
Jazakallah khair.
Not permissible.
So the next question is on social media, men know that it's a woman's account. If they still stay on the girl's profile, isn't it his mistake? Because even men need to maintain hijab.
Yes. Why you are want to be contact and you know that in the profile or likes? Why do you like? Why you are that interested in that? You want to learn the deen somewhere else. Don't waste your time and don't be contact or don't be on the Facebook. Don't do that.
Next sister asks, a lady has given birth to two children in two continuous Ramadan months, due to which she has missed the fasting of 2 months. What is the ruling for making up the fast? Or fidya will suffice?
No, no. As long as Alhamdulillah she is young, she can wait 4 years, 10 years when the children is grown up. So whenever she gets the time, let it 60 days. She make up the fastings. When she that it is not possible after if she feels that right now it is my health is not going to chronic disease, may Allah protect her. She's 100% sure she's not going to fast. That time we pay the fidya.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. So next question is how to attain khushu in salah.
Lot of things are there. Make the wuzu properly, then you sit down properly before the prayer, and then you concentrate on what you are reciting and avoid all the distractions. uh, that whatever you are reciting, if you know the meaning of those things and you are trying to connect with those meaning, so it will bring the khushu in the prayer, inshallah. These are the some things. Otherwise they are the books which is written.
Jazakallah khair. So the next question is a brother says, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. He says, my Sheikh, my father passed away due to stomach cancer. As a son, what can I do for my father? Can I give charity for my father? Is it permissible or not?
Yes, you make dua, you pay all the debts of the father, you take care of those people whom the father used to take care of them. That means your brothers, your sisters, your mother, because the father used to take care of them. So this is the Prophet Salam said, being kind with the father is being kind with the friends of the father also. This is in Sahih Bukhari. And giving the charity on behalf of him, yes, money, wealth, building the masjid, taking care of the offense, that you spend the money until, oh Allah, reward my father, whatever I am doing for these actions, Allah will reward him. May
Okay.
Allah bless you, Akhi.
So the next one is hijama treatment sunnah.
Uh, See here, that time this was available, this medicine, the Prophet used it. This time there is a lot of medicine is available, so you use it. So hijama is, you cannot say that it is the religious activity. It is not the religious activity. The Prophet was in need of that, he did it, and that was the available medicine that time. So right now you tell that it is the prophetic medicine, and the people are emotionally hijacking the people that are telling whatever the disease you have, you say go to the himaja, go to the hijama, go to the hijama. It is not there. It is not the sunnah also in this that in this form. So it was the acupuncture. So that was the time it was used. The Prophet also used this thing. So otherwise, it is not the medicine that Prophet ordered us to do that for all the diseases. And also, we have developed a lot right now. It is not compulsory to go that for hijama, claiming that. Might be you people, depending on that, this claims that the Jahil people are doing. So hijama is basically used to do with the illiterate and illegal and illiterate and down to earth people. They don't have any knowledge that time. Even at the time of the Prophet, Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman, the righteous people, good people, but they were not in this profession at all. So it is considered. And there is hadith also, Kasbul Hajjami Khabith, that the earning by the cupping is not advisable. That is in the hadith. Why? Because a lot of things are there. So anyway, telling that it is sunnah, and it is religious, and it bring the cure for all the diseases, it is foolishness, and it is that highlighting hijacking the people. No. Yes, you can do that. That the prophet did it. Yes, but it is the prophet ordered us. No, we should do that right time. Also, you ask the doctors whether it is allowed or not. Sometimes that you have the hemophilia, bleeding problems. You may die if you do the hijama. uh, that is true. So that is why all these things we have developed. We should not say that emotionally that is sunnah, sunnah, sunnah. No, not sunnah. Hopefully you understood it. It needs a lot of time also to explain, because right now we are using the Islamic name, and we are telling Tibbe Nabawi, medical of the Prophet, medicine of the Prophet, medicine of the Prophet. Prophet did not say any time that I came to teach the medicine. He never said. Prophet said, I came to teach you what makes you near to Allah. That is that part, spiritual part. Worldly part, the Prophet said, you develop it. You know better than that. Okay, brothers. So please
Sure.
take care of that.
Sure. We have just 4 to 5 questions. I think we can stop with the questions now.
Yes.
Brothers and
Yes.
sisters, please don't put in any more questions. We just have like 4 to 5 questions. We'll quickly go through that. So one question is, what is? Please explain about Sajda Sahu.
Sajda is prostration. Sahu means forgetfulness. Whenever you forget something in the prayer, you make two sajda. That is the sajda sahu.
Is it allowed to use emojis and stickers while chatting?
With the girls, no. Boys with the boys, girls with the girls, yes.
Please explain about the abortion that had been done earlier. How to rectify that sin?
Mistakes Allah will forgive, inshallah. Ask the forgiveness, make the sadaqah. Uh, when it was the which in which stage it was the abortion. That also, the ruling us there for the kafara. So we
That
must
has
know
not
that
been
also.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, so one is the Sunnah Rakat for Zohar. Is it permissible to read 4 rakat at once or
Yeah.
2 and 2 rakats?
No, no. For that once you can recite, no problem.
How much? Okay, how much fidya should be paid for missed fast? That will be answered already. Can women at home keep their hair open or should they keep it knotted? As there is a saying that shaitan attacks women with open hair easily.
No. If you are in the house, you be as you like. You make the zikr, Auzubillah, Astaghfirullah, Subhanallah, Ayatul Kursi. Allah will protect you. So you will be as you want. Don't fear the Satans. Satan never come near to you. When you say Bismillah and enter the room, house, the Satan will not come in your house. So don't fear the Satans. You be as it is comfortable for you.
Okay. My mom got second marriage. Can I be with them as a child?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. If you miss Fajr prayer and it is time to pray Zohar, which should I pray first?
No, you should basically you should not miss it. If you miss it for genuine reason, sleep and all these things are not the reason. If you are not able, possible. So that time you perform Fajr always. Sequence should be maintained.
Can COVID PCR test be done while fasting?
PCR, I don't know. COVID test, I know that. That is okay, possible, allowed.
A ruling for to be forgiven for zina and having a child with a married woman.
What? Once again?
Uh, what is the ruling to be forgiven for zina and having a child with a married woman?
It is a very, very, that the most and heinous crime in Sharia. A married woman in the zina must be, stoned to the death. That's it. So right now we are in India. So make forgiveness. That's it. We can ask, that you always ask the forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what we can say.
So one last question, and we can wind up. I have a wife and daughter. Should I calculate for my wife and daughter's jewels separately or combined?
Uh, First, you decide for whom it belongs. It belongs to your wife or your daughter. So you have given the gift to the daughter, so keep with her and to get married and that to be independent, then it is independent. If you say this is my jewelry, let us see in the future, that time it is your jewelry. So first you decide. If you allotted for the girls and the daughters, it is her money, then okay, it is considered her money. Not compulsory to merge it.
How to perform sajde sahu is the follow-up question for the.
I told you two sajda, make it simple. Whenever you make the mistake, you do two sajda. That's okay.
That is before salam or after salam?
Before salam and after salam, both are allowed. Both are mentioned in the hadith.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. I think we can wind up the session for
Yes,
today.
yes, yes, yes.
Because it's already late. We can have the session next week, Sheikh, inshallah, Saturday.
Yeah, inshallah, possible.
Yes, inshallah, we'll have the session on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. inshallah, Indian Standard Time. Jazakallah khair, everyone, for joining. May Allah accept this from us. May Allah reward you.
One thing is that this brothers and sisters, I think that the same people are joining. We want the new
Yes, yes,
people. When we want the new people, and might be
yes,
most of them are my students.
yes, Sheikh.
No. You have to campaign and you bring the other people. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair. Yes, brothers
Okay.
and sisters, as Sheikh said, please bring in more people. You can call in your relatives, your friends. They can put in their questions. You can bring in. They can bring in their non-Muslim friends as well, Sheikh, to clear their doubts about Islam.
No. Fatwa is no. That is another topic. That is another
Okay.
sessions. To
Okay.
deal with the non-Muslim. We want the Muslims only because the fatwa is related to the religious issues, not to remove the
Okay.
doubts.
Okay. As you know, brothers and sisters, you can have next session on Saturday. Jazakallah khair for joining. May Allah reward Sheikh for all his efforts that he's doing for the Ummah. May Allah
Ameen.
reward Barakah and his knowledge. May Allah may bring him well-being for him and his family.
Ameen.
Jazakallah
Barakallah.
khair. Wassalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.